In the annals of history, war has often been the driving force behind the rise and fall of civilizations. But in the midst of conflict, there are moments of profound diplomacy that shape the course of human history. One such moment was the first known peace treaty, a result of the legendary Battle of Kadesh. This video will take you through the historical background of the battle, the intense conflict itself, and the unprecedented diplomatic achievement that followed. The Battle of Kadesh, fought around 1274 BCE, was a monumental clash between two ancient superpowers, the Egyptian Empire under Pharaoh Ramesses II and the Hittite Empire led by King Muwatalli II. This battle took place near the modern-day border of Syria and Lebanon and is considered one of the largest chariot battles ever fought. The conflict was rooted in the desire to control the strategic city of Kadesh, located near the Orontes River. This city was a critical point for trade and military advantage, making it a highly coveted prize for both empires. The region was not only economically important, but also strategically valuable for controlling the trade routes between Mesopotamia and the Mediterranean. The backdrop to this conflict involved years of skirmishes and territorial disputes between the Hittites and Egyptians. The Hittite Empire, based in Anatolia, had been expanding southward, while Egypt sought to regain its influence over Canaan and the Levant. The city of Kadesh had changed hands several times, becoming a flashpoint for these imperial ambitions. Ramesses II, determined to assert Egyptian dominance, led his army into battle. However, the Hittites had set a cunning trap. The Egyptian forces were divided into 4 divisions: Amun, Ra, Ptah, and Set. Ramesses, leading the Amun division, was confident and perhaps overly so. He advanced rapidly, outpacing the other divisions. The Hittites, utilizing clever tactics, allowed an Egyptian scout to capture false information suggesting that the Hittite forces were far to the north. Believing he had the advantage, Ramesses pressed forward. It was then that the Hittite chariots, hidden nearby, launched a surprise attack on the isolated Amun division. Ramesses II found himself surrounded and nearly captured. In his accounts, he described calling upon the god Amun for strength, fighting valiantly to rally his troops. Miraculously, he managed to regroup and stave off complete annihilation. The other Egyptian divisions eventually arrived, preventing a total disaster, but neither side could claim a decisive victory. The prolonged conflict and the indecisive outcome at Kadesh led to a realization for both empires: continued warfare would only bring further devastation. Thus, the stage was set for a groundbreaking act of diplomacy. In 1259 BCE, Ramesses II and Hittite king Hattusili III, who had succeeded Muwatalli II, formalized the first known peace treaty in history. The treaty was recorded in both Akkadian, the diplomatic language of the time, and Egyptian hieroglyphs. This unprecedented document was engraved on a silver tablet for the Hittites and on the walls of temples for the Egyptians, symbolizing the solemnity and permanence of the agreement. The treaty established a lasting peace between the two empires and included several key provisions. Both parties agreed to mutual non-aggression, established borders, and pledged to assist each other in case of external attacks. Additionally, they agreed to extradite political refugees and prisoners, showcasing an early form of international law and cooperation. One remarkable aspect of the treaty was its preamble, which invoked the gods of both nations as witnesses. This religious invocation underscored the solemnity of the agreement and the commitment of both sides to uphold it. The treaty also addressed the issue of succession and legitimacy, acknowledging Hattusili III's rule and cementing Ramesses' lineage. The peace treaty had profound implications for both empires. It allowed for the stabilization of borders and the resumption of trade, fostering economic prosperity. Cultural exchanges flourished, as evidenced by the increased diplomatic correspondence and intermarriages between royal families. The treaty also set a precedent for future diplomatic negotiations, influencing the conduct of international relations in the ancient world. The Treaty of Kadesh is not just a political document, it also reflects the cultural and religious milieu of the time. The inclusion of divine witnesses and the religious rituals that accompanied the treaty's ratification highlight the integral role of religion in ancient diplomacy. This intertwining of the sacred and the secular is a testament to how ancient societies perceived and legitimized authority and agreements. For the Egyptians, the treaty was celebrated and immortalized in the Temple of Karnak, where Ramesses II's version of the events depicted his divine favor and military prowess. For the Hittites, the treaty reinforced Hattusili III's position and provided a divine mandate for his rule. These cultural artifacts provide a dual perspective on the same event, illustrating how history can be interpreted differently by contemporary sources. The Treaty of Kadesh stands as a symbol of early diplomatic innovation. It demonstrated that even amidst the tumult of ancient warfare, humanity has always sought paths to peace and stability. The legacy of this treaty can be seen in subsequent agreements and the continued evolution of international relations. In today's world, where conflicts often seem insurmountable, the Treaty of Kadesh offers a powerful reminder of the potential for diplomacy and negotiation. It underscores the importance of finding common ground, even between bitter rivals. Modern peace treaties, such as the Camp David Accords or the Good Friday Agreement, echo the principles of mutual recognition and cooperation first formalized over 3 millennia ago. The Battle of Kadesh and the first known peace treaty are more than historical footnotes. They are enduring symbols of humanity's capacity for conflict and reconciliation. They remind us that despite our differences, the pursuit of peace is a universal and timeless endeavor. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of history's pivotal moments. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient diplomacy, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more journeys through history's most transformative events.